Well, welcome back, everyone. Another historic day in markets, blasting off to new all-time highs for the primary market, the S&P E-minis and the NASDAQ. We maintain ownership of the uppermost quadrant of this long-term channel going back to the October of 2022, the 13th of October. And this is the performer plunge area. Let's zoom into the hard right edge for the primary market. It sits right now at 75.24. You can see a micro channel from the 30th of April as well. We've tested the very top of it. The range that we were expecting from insights using our indications going back to the back end of last week, before this week started, is something that I shared with members of the Active Trader Room, and I'm going to share it with you right now. We have a plan A and a plan B. Plan A is the best foot forward. Everything was working out exactly right up until this kink in the curve for plan A, and we flipped into plan B, which allows for the market to come up into the mid to lower 7500s, which is effectively what we've seen the market do. Is there room to grow still? Well, we're in a consolidation process right now inside the markets. I'll share with you the multi-time frame view in just a moment. The range high that I would expect us to be able to come up into and then potentially start turning down from would be in the 75.40 area up towards the 75.65 area. So that 25-point range would be more likely resistance. Remember, it's the very top of this long-term channel, and we tend to get to the top of the channel, we get pullbacks, we get multi-day, sometimes multi-week pullbacks, and that's something to be concerned about. However, the NASDAQ has done its own work to get above the top of the channel and has sustained above, mainly compliments of the Mag 7 stocks. The NASDAQ's top of October 2022 channel is sitting right there at around 28,680, and we're well above it. Against the late April channel, we're sitting at the center, opening up the door still for room up towards the top of this channel. We could see north of 30,000, potentially 30,100 to 250 before it's all said and done. But we're in that white hot area where the risks are really high. Now, I'm going to share with you the technical layout on the triple S indicator on a daily 4-hour, 1-hour chart. We're in a buy signal state. The 1-minute chart is in a sell signal, the 5-minute chart and the 1-minute chart right now is in a buy. The 5-minute is in a sell signal state. They are still moving sideways at this moment in time. Consolidating. Whether or not we continue up is really dependent upon whether or not the signals in the backdrop for the NASDAQ are as strong as they are for the ES. And at this stage, the NASDAQ is starting to show a little bit of weakness. The hourly chart's got a little bit of a sell on it. It's tentative. The 4-hour chart's got a buy, the daily chart's got a buy, and the 5-minute chart is also mixed. It's in a sell signal state like the ES is. But these moments in markets where we're in rarefied air are still tradable. I'm using one of the highest probability patterns out there coming from the Triple S toolkit to help identify those great little entry opportunities and ride the move. We have the pre-trade conditioning set up in motion here. We have an up signal, a down, an up, a down. We need at least 3 signals separated by no more than 3 bars. We were left with the down, and then we're waiting for the double red dots to get going above the bar. We got them going, and down the hatch it went. So I've been trading a discrete number of accounts since last Friday and sharing the results of those trades with you. Of course, each trading day here through the nightly videos that you're watching right now. Similar videos on Friday and on Monday, on Tuesday, and yesterday. And I've shared with you on each of those videos how I've been trading those accounts and growing the total tally. I started off on Friday last week with about a gross of just over $6,300. And on Monday, increased that to about a gross of $6,600 on that day, Monday. So about 13K or so, somewhere in that area in terms of total performance. And then I added on to that, and again, this is in my prop accounts, and past performance is not an indication of future results, but I continued to add to it Monday, Tuesday, and then of course yesterday. So let's go take a look at Tuesday here first, and then look at yesterday. So there you go right now. And and you've got another tally of about $1,200, taking the total accounts up above 18K. So some decent results, and I did it again today. Came into the market, traded in front of active trader room members, in front of wealth charters, and I was able to add to my tally today just shy of $5,500 to get the total over $22,800, $22,840. Now again, past performance is not an indication of future success. However, when we use the tools and follow the rules, it's more often than not that we find success. If you want to learn the tools and strategies that I employ day in and day out, in front of folks live on Wealth Charts, live in the active trader room, and trade live in front of them, well, I'm happy to tell you that I'm opening up a session this Saturday, May the 16th, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Pacific, and it's a do not miss session. I'm going to be sharing some fresh examples, running you through drills, answering some questions, giving you a really robust idea of how I approach markets and trade them day in and day out. We'll see you at that session. Simply go to becomebettertrader.com/yes and get your seat now. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for watching.